He was a star. When I got him, he was a star. Sly told you that everybody is a star. The only problem is some people haven't been put in the dipper and pulled back on the world. That's what the answer is. That's what the answer. You got to be placed into the dipper and pulled back down on the world, and then men would see your good works and glorify God Jehovah.
The little stories and things he used to tell me, I started going for him, you know, really digging him and liking, you know, him more than I was liking the fact that he was a cutie pie with the guitar, you know, the end thing at that time. They were just, you know, getting to be the thing, like with the processes falling in your face when you're playing, you know. But he wasn't the average process wearer. So we got our own little crib, you know, and it was sardines and crackers on and off, you know, and our moms would throw in, well, my mom would throw in a good meal here and there, you know, and she couldn't stand him, actually, because she thought he was a bum, you know. She said, you ain't gonna have that long-haired nigga in here, you know, and then she get in front of his face and she says, well, Jimmy, you just don't understand, you know, like, Faye's just going through a thing, you know, it's just gonna be a minute, you know, you shouldn't get yourself all involved, because he talked to her about little things, you know. Man, we used to go to Palms Cafe and places like Smalls, the Spotlight, places around 125th Street, then the Harlem scene, you know. And he'd tell him he wanted to sit in, right? And these old fuddy-duddy, rough-dried, ain't never beens, you know, they ain't gonna give him a break, so, like, they just, act like they don't even know that he's there. And, you know, he'd sit there with this kind of look on his face for a few minutes, you know, and he says, I'm gonna speak to him again, you know. And I said, hey, don't say nothing to those cats, you know, because it's obvious they don't want you, you know, to play.
I used to have him clean up the bedroom all the time while I was gone. And when I come home, I find a lot of broom straws around the foot of the bed. I used to ask him, I said, well, didn't you sweep the floor? And he said, oh, yeah, he did. But I found out later he used to be sitting at the foot of the bed there strumming the broom like he's playing the guitar.
Finally, they would let him come in, you know, and play. And then they get up and really just mess up so bad behind him. It was incredible, you know. And he'd be looking all disgusted on the stage, and he'd keep looking back at him, and then the other guys come and telling him he's got to turn it down, you know, and taking him through all kinds of changes.
Well, when I was with the Isley Brothers, they used to make me do that thing then because it made them more bucks or something, I don't know. Anyway, with them, but I used to like to do it then, but most groups I was with, they didn't let me do my own thing, you know, like Feedback and Midnight Hours or something like that.
He would sign a contract with anybody that came along that had $1, you know, and a pencil. You know, he'd sign with them, which got him into a lot of trouble that he got into later, you know, with the companies and stuff.
No, reading a contract meant nothing to Jimmy, and he just came in and signed it. And I didn't hear from him for months.
We get our door plugs at the hotel, we get thrown out, we pawn the guitar, we come back, we borrow guitars from people to, you know, play, do a gig, we eat good for a minute. You know, it was just that, you know, on and off all the time.
But Jimmy had this perseverance to go on. He didn't mind looking freaky, like I don't mind it, because I was doing it before he was. And I know when he saw me, he gave him confidence and great recompense of reward, my Lord.
But the twins, by now on the set, I don't know if the twins, you know, mentioned anything about, you know, when Jimmy and them first met, but we were all living together.
He thought we was like just hustling, and he was really like the only musician in the house, you know, because in the beginning, you know, it was almost like a separation type thing. He's on one side of the house, because he didn't know this nigga doing over on one side of the house, and we on the other, and everybody walking by during the day, you know, and looking at seeing each other, don't really know each other, but peeping at each other and seeing, you know, damn, what is he doing here? You know, do you know him, Arthur? You know, I used to ask Arthur, do you know him? Right. And he used to squinch on by real quick with his guitar, washing up it real quick because he was kind of timid himself, you know. And as he squinches on by, we look at him like, damn, checking him out. Then Faye walk out the room because Faye was his girlfriend at this time. And y'all call him Fane, I think, but we call her Faye. And she walk on out and switch because she was bad herself, I mean, in her home right.